Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna. I'm a little bit spooky today. I'm very grungy. I'm very 90s industrial grunge looking. And yeah, we did play with pretty grunge. And I thought it'd be fun to do a very grungy glam look for New Year's Eve. You don't have to get this wild with it. You don't have to go so wild on the lower lash line. I just started blending and throwing eyeshadow on and got carried away. But anyway, I decided to restrain myself a little bit and not go with a black lipstick today because I feel like a black lipstick would have looked really cool with this. I went very calm, but I did go with some spiky lashes. So yeah, if that interests you, just go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know something you hope to accomplish in the new year, any goals you have, or whatever you hope for in 2024. Leave it down below, and without further ado, let's get into this makeup look. Okay, let's create some New Year's Eve glam. I'm currently sitting here with an ice pack on my foot, so if you hear rattling, that is what that is. And very good, just zoomed in, ready to go. Eyes are primed, brows are on, skincare is done, and we're gonna dip into pretty grunge today. I'm gonna lean into this little bit more purpley tones and the gorgeous shade called Rebel, because wow, that shade is stunning. It's like gold and silver and lilac. It's like so many colors going on that is not gonna read on camera, but oh my goodness, it is one of the most complex little eyeshadows I've ever seen. And I think we might dip into Strong AF as well as Haphazard, and yeah, just this whole dark side of the palettes. So let's get started here. I am going to start this look out with the shade called Freedom on a fluffy brush. Just gonna dip a little bit in there and tap her off, and we're gonna start by running that through the socket line. And we're gonna blend that up and out. I'm gonna treat this as our little bit of a transition soft shade just to get things going. It's like a nice blushy, cool pink. It's almost my skin tone, but there's a little bit of something in there. It's a little more depth, not by much. When it's built up, you can see it a little more. It's such a pretty kind, just something very soft and nice about it. I like it. But we're gonna use that just to get everything started. We're gonna take it really blown out and high, and yeah. Spoiler, we're going big on the eyes today. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to an E25. Has been my routine lately. And I'm gonna jump into the shade called Brave. And we're gonna start that a little bit lower now, right in that socket crease area right there. That is where my actual socket is. The rest of that is just extra skin, and we're gonna ignore the extra skin. That is a pretty color. That is a really nice rosy shade as well. I see my little toesies. They're feeling a little inflamed today. Right, my fluffy original brush. Make sure that is soft. I'm just gonna buff it out a little bit. And now I'm gonna take the shade called Fearless. Where my voice went. I'm gonna take the shade called Fearless, and I'm gonna jump over to E27, a little bit smaller, a little bit more precise. And this shade is a bit deeper, and we're gonna tuck that even deeper in here. Ooh, that one's got a little more purple to it, very pretty. I haven't dipped into all these shades, so second impressions. We're really gonna carve that out. And then diffuse. Might pick up a little more Fearless. And really in there. Just backwards and forwards motion. And I'm gonna pull the shade up and out as well, like we did with the others. Take a little more of the shade called Freedom. And I'm just softening right here. Okay, pretty cool. We're gonna start going a little deeper now. I'm gonna take some of Nirvana on the same brush. Actually, No, I'm gonna go to a smaller brush. I'm gonna take some Nirvana on this little packer brush. This is a, ooh, I don't remember what it's called. Something from Real Techniques. And this is one of the darkest shades in the palette. I'm gonna start to just wedge it right here so we get some nice depth started. It's kind of a nice purpley brown. Just building up that drama. Lots of nice little buffing motions. And getting everything good and diffused. Okay, grab a little more Fearless just to buff in between and create a nice little blend there between those two shades. I'm not worried about getting too messy because I am doing eyes first. It's just a good little rule with Huda shadows. And we're gonna blend that a bit out. Bring it back to my original E25 here. Do a little buff. We're gonna dive into some shimmery shades. I'm going to take the shade called Hazard. I'm gonna grab it on a, let's try it on this little flat brush first. Haphazard, not Hazard, which is a sparkly, mingledy looking color. And I'm gonna put that right out here, the outer corner to start. Ooh, that's pretty. It's got a really deep, dark black base to it. There's just like a purple flash in it. It's like a blackened purple. Back to this little brush. I've cleaned it off. And I'm just gonna buff these edges a little bit. I think if you apply that shade with a finger, you would get a little more of that impact from it. I think I'm looking a little bit more for the depth, but I was hoping to get a little bit more of a purple in there. But mostly I'm just getting that black base. But yeah, I'm seeing it. Okay. It just kind of depends how you look at it and the lighting. It pretty much blends out to kind of an off black. I'm gonna go to the shade Strong AF. Same flat brush. Just gonna give it a little wipe. Strong AF is that really pretty kind of marbled color. I'm gonna bring that on the inner part. It's got some purple in it, some kind of warm gold in there, a little bit of champagne. It's a little bit of everything. I'm gonna take that right here, almost as if I was doing a cut crease. And then let it diffuse a little bit at the edge. And I'm gonna take it pretty far in right here. That looks cool. That's a pretty color. It's very interesting. There's like an ashiness in it that's really interesting. I'm doing like almost like I'm doing a cut crease. And swooping it up, going in. All right, at the innermost part, I'm gonna jump over and grab a little more Haphazard. I'm gonna put a little bit of that just here. Just kind of darken that up just a little bit. Right in that little fold. And follow that shape. Pretty. I like this. This is coming together quite nicely. I'm just gonna soften these edges a little bit. I don't like a harsh edge. All right, and now on the center of the lid, we're gonna take Rebel, which I'm very excited about this shade. It is stunning. Let's see how it picks up on this brush. There's just so many different colors in there. This one might be a finger shade to really get the most out of it, but it's gonna go on the center. You can kind of see where I applied it. So let's take a little on the finger. It's almost cream-like. It's a little flaky. Ooh, there she is. Hello. Now we can diffuse that edge a little bit. Let it come on up a little bit past the crease. I mean, the complexity of that sparkle, I hope it is showing, at least somewhat on camera. It's in person. This shadow is just breathtaking. I'm getting some flakes from it. That is why we did eyes first. It's just, it's like pure multi-dimensional, multi-sparkly chrome metal. So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my inner bit with strong AF and reinforce that and let that kind of marry in. All right, and then back to haphazard. Out here. I just keep going bigger and bigger. The more I add, I keep expanding the placement because it's so pretty. I want to feel very big and almost graphic in a way. And grungy glam. And I didn't have a game plan when I sat down. I'm just kind of letting the look take me, as I like to do. Just painting. That's very pretty. It's very futuristic looking too. That's one thing that's fun about Huda's palettes. They really can lend themselves so well to like a cyberpunk kind of feel, which is a lot of fun to me. I love to look like I've been hanging out in Night City. Just putting like whatever picks up on the brush of Rebel, and just Huda really did something with this shade. That's just beautiful. I'm taking this is a pointed detail diffuse crease. I'm taking some more Fearless on the tip of this. And I'm gonna bring it just around that edge. Yeah, I'm liking the kind of almost like a dystopian futuristic look I'm getting here. Alright, I'm gonna take a little more Brave now. A little bit lighter shade just above that. Just smooth it out. Diffuse everything. A little bit more freedom towards the brow bone here. I don't know, my voice keeps cracking today. That's fun. I mean, don't look like I could be in like Blade Runner or something. That's all I could ever ask for from makeup. Still look like a replicant. What's your makeup style? Blade Runner? Transhumanist? Yeah, I could see some really like intricate, like real cyberpunk looks coming from this palette that I'm not skilled enough to do. I'm gonna take a little bit of Nirvana, which is the darkest brown I used. It's nice and deep right out here. There's an industrial feel. That's it. It's almost like industrial looking. Like I should be listening to Ministry. I'm softening up right there. Very cool. Very cool. I'm having fun. I'm really having fun with this. Take a little bit more Brave. Put it right here. I'm just grazing some of the sparkles from Rebel on up. Really into doing that with my looks. It's kind of big and blown out, and you don't really know where one color stops and another color starts. That's what I really like. And a great way to kind of get that effect is using a blending brush and just kind of grazing it. I'm going to take a light angled brush and take some of the black shadow in here, and I'm going to do a little bit of a wing. The black is called Renegade. I'm just going to press that right at the lash line and come up and out a bit. Slightly diffuse that. I would imagine I'm coming from the lower lash line. And take some more right in here. deciding how far out I want to bring this. I think about to there. Just softly diffuse that in. I'm going to clean up a little bit of fallout. I just got mostly black fallout and a couple of rogue sparkles. I'm going to tidy that up, do my foundation, concealer, contour, and we'll be back for lower lash line and some finishing touches. See you in just a second. And we're back. Okay, so I just put foundation, contour, bronze, concealer on, and setting powder. All that will be listed and linked in the description box down below, and those are affiliate links. Let's do this lower lash line real quickly and finish this up. Oh, I'm excited. I'm loving this eye look. I'm gonna do a little more blending. I just gonna sharpen up some edges when I was doing the foundation by accident, you know. So there's a little touch up I want to do. I'm gonna grab that angle brush. I'm gonna take some of the shade. Actually, I'm not gonna use an angle brush. I'm gonna use a detail brush, a little small brush. We're going to the shade Brave first. I'm gonna start that right under here, come all the way in, and I'm gonna connect it up and out here. I'm gonna actually hold a mirror up here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just taking Brave all the way along and letting it blend down, not terribly far, but not super tight either. I'm gonna take a little bit Fearless, same brush, tapping it off, going a little bit closer to the outer corner, starting to deepen up a little, come over here, a little bit on the inner corner. Now I'm gonna jump over to Haphazard. I'm gonna put some of that tight right on this inner part. Blend that down a little too far. And come out here on the outer corner as well with it. Kind of mimic what we did on the upper lash line. If you did like what I just did right there where I came down a little too low, you can take a little concealer brush, clean that up, just like you would a wing. We're gonna clean the brush off again rather. I'm gonna go into Strong AF and try to swirl into all the shades. Come right in here. To add some of that in, going all the way across a little bit. Just kind of grazing it, but keeping that on the inner part. And we're going to take Rebel and put some of that in the middle. Now we're going to go to the liner brush, a bit of Haphazard, really get it right here. And I'm going to take some of Renegade, and we're going to come just under here, join that up in the outer corner. I'm going to soften it up with the little detail brush. I just cleaned it off. Now I'm going to go back to this detail diffuse crease. I'm going to take a little bit of Freedom on the tip of this, come all around underneath, blend that out, nice and diffused, grungy. Just a touch more Fearless here. Just doing a little detail blending, perfecting. I'll grab just a little bit of Brave and run that just under here as well. I'm just gonna get rid of any where it dropped down, maybe a little too low. Some sparkles. If I could fit my finger under there to apply the Rebel shade, that would be ideal. But I cannot. I'm just gonna diffuse, really let that blend out. Get that nice kind of a grungy feel under there. I think that looks cool with this look. It's a little like kind of lived in on the lower lash line. I think I am gonna brighten up the under eye just a touch, a little bit of Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, just to brighten it up just a bit, kind of balance that out. I'm just gonna use diffuse light. A little bit of blending. I'm gonna take some more Freedom on a fluffy brush. Just diffuse right there. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm going to take some black eyeliner and tight line my upper lash line. And right in that outer bit on the lower. I'm going to take this little flat brush really quickly. Just want to blend that eyeliner in a little better. So I'm going to take a little bit of Renegade. I'm actually going to take a purple eyeliner, like a kind of a jewel tone purple, like a plum shade. I'm going to use this one from ColourPop. It's a very generic shade. You can get it in a multitude of places. Just a eggplanty purple metallic. Very common at the drugstore. That looks cool. Nice little touch. Alright, should we do some lashes? I feel like this look calls for some lashes. I think there'd be something kind of chic about this look without the lashes though. I think I'm going to put on a few of these Foscara lashes. I think that could be cool with this. Don't know what style this is, but they're kind of just neat pointy looking ones. I think that could look really fun with this look. I'm just going to stick with probably the smalls. So for the Foscara, it's just this bond and seal system. Put them underneath. It's like the Empress lashes, just an extra little step. You apply the bond to the, just like you would mascara. And that is sticky. And what you do next is take your little lash and you just pop it underneath, just like the Empress lashes. Pretty much the same type of concept. And just pop them on. I'm just gonna do a couple of these on the outer portion maybe. I don't know. If ever time to go in with some fun lashes, it's New Year's Eve. I thought these would be kind of fun because they're a little like spiky looking. I'm going to do this on the other side. Well, actually, I'm going to go with the seal now. And this gets rid of the sticky feel because it will feel a little sticky. You just brush this on. Alrighty. There we go. We got our Foscara on. I love the Foscara system. It's so fun. And it and the Empress are pretty equally easy to do. Just one, you have one little bit extra step of the bond, of the sealant bond thing, but it's pretty much the same system, just one little extra step. And there is the overnight stuff that you can additionally add on underneath here. It's supposed to make them stay longer, and supposedly you can wear them overnight. I haven't got them to. Well, I haven't tried to make them stay on that long, and I don't think I want to. About this spiky kind of shape and these very almost spidery look to it gave it a very just grungy kind of messy, almost like a 90s industrial look, or like 90s grungy goth look, you know? I'm gonna put some mascara on the lowers, add to the messy effect. And as the eye's done, let's see, what should we do for blush? I think I'm just gonna take a little bit of Mood Exposure because it just seems like a good blush for today. And since we're going super kind of glittery, glam grunge here, I am gonna take the Fenty Diamond Balm. I haven't used in forever. This is like a super glittery, amazingly beautiful highlight, but it's like, it's glittery. and it's showy. And I think with this look, it makes sense. If ever there was a time for this highlighter to come out, it is today. And you know what? It would look good on the lips, and I'm not gonna do it, but I'm just gonna say it. Black lipstick. There's a reason Huda put one out with this palette, I guess. Okay, let me unleash the hair. What is going on with this today? Yeah, this is Boys Town from ColourPop. And I think it's just a gloss. I'm gonna take this gloss from ABH. It's pretty much kind of clear, but it's got like a blue, slight blue reflect in it. This might be pretty with this. Let's see. All right. There's something restrained on the lips. You know, I wanted to do black lipstick real bad. Real bad for a minute there. Okay, and here is our grungy New Year's Eve makeup look with the Huda Pretty Grunge. I can't help it. I had to lean into the grunge. I didn't intend on it, but I just started having fun, just piling on the eyeshadow, and here we are. So this was fun, just sitting down playing and painting with an eyeshadow palette. I will do a softer kind of everyday look with the palette since I've done two really grungy, gothy, glam looks. I feel like I owe you guys a nice softer look because I sat there and talked about how there is a softer side to this palette and did not really utilize it in either video. So I think we will do that next. But yeah, I'm kind of loving this. I love these colors. Like there is a gold in here, there is a silver. It's just very complex and just, look at that. How fun. How fun. And yeah, so that is all for today. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Happy New Year. I hope 2024 is amazing, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye now.